When you think of Barcelona, what comes to mind? Maybe it's tapas, sangria, and beaches, or maybe it's innovation, startups, and sustainability. Over the past decade, Barcelona has made a name for itself as one of Europe's smartest cities. Take a trip through the Catalan capital, and you'll find energy-efficient buildings, electric vehicles, and even a giant solar panel right by the beach.
We really see technology not as the solution by itself, but technology as a part to address the real problems of citizens. The new government really represents a new movement in the city of Barcelona, which is putting up policies that are very much targeted on social justice and inclusion and democratic participation. So I was appointed by the mayor to give a little bit of a shift to the smart city strategy and turning from a smart city strategy with a technology push to a different strategy that we called technological sovereignty that put people first and really start with what are the main city challenges and what are the needs of the citizens.
So, can or should other cities try to replicate Barcelona's success?
Replication is maybe a word that I would like to replace with inspiration. The change in cities has to come from an understanding of your own context.
Nearly 12,000 kilometers away in Southeast Africa is another low-lying coastal city. On the surface, that's probably about where the similarities between Maputo and Barcelona end. As Barcelona was preparing to host the 1992 Olympics, Mozambique was emerging from a 15-year-long civil war. The country is still going through a shaky peace process, while dealing with a rapidly expanding population, a fast-growing economy, and rising inequality. 80% of Maputo's population still live in slums, earning less than $1 a day. One of the major challenges is a lack of public infrastructure and services, especially when it comes to keeping the streets clear of rubbish.
In the formal, we have one big company that collect perhaps like in Barcelona with a big containers. In the informal, it's difficult to pass the cars in the road.
In these hard-to-access informal settlements, door-to-door waste collectors, usually neighborhood residents, use pushcarts to shift waste from households to containers on the main roads. These then get taken to landfill sites in big trucks, operated by private collection companies. As part of Barcelona's development cooperation program, the two cities have been exchanging technical teams from local councils, NGOs, and private companies in order to strengthen this system. Meanwhile, Maputo has gone a step further and has developed its own smart waste management initiative. MOPA is a digital platform that lets citizens use their mobile phones to report waste management problems directly to the local government and service providers. The technology was developed by local startup UX. Could a city like Barcelona also learn something from this?
This is a solution for the developing world. I mean, in Barcelona, you're dealing with the Internet of Things, you've got sensors, everything is pretty much automated. In terms of the process itself, a solution like ours might be seen as less relevant. But MOPA has another side to it, which is to bring transparency to this whole process and allowing taxpayers to understand really what they're getting for their dollar spent. And I think this is a layer of information that could be very interesting even for a developed world city.
The digital transformation is not about integrating high tech. It is about rethinking the way that cities work together with your citizens, addressing social inclusion issues, and then using technology that is involving also the community of developers. The basic thing is that you can do a lot with less.
Faced with common challenges, cities are no longer just thinking about their own needs. And learning and knowledge doesn't flow purely from the global north to the global south. In fact, some might say it's a two-way street. For more on how cities are shaping the future, visit smartcities.devex.com.